Yeah, we welcome you, ma'am. Today's topic Today's topic is design to delight, crafting products with user experience and ergonomics in mind. I request ma'am to share her insights about this topic. Thank you, ma'am.
Manish, Manish. కాదు బాయ్ చెప్పేది కొంచెం గ్యాప్ వదిలి ఎటు నుంచి పంపించదు ఆ డోర్ ఓపెన్ చేయకుండా ఇక్కడ అంతే అదే ఇక్కడ గ్యాప్ వచ్చేస్తారు జూమ్ చేయి
Okay, you're building a prototype, is it? Okay, not doing something else apart from what's going on here. I just need your attention for the next 1 hour. Is that okay? I know the retention of this generation is very less, but I will brief about myself and then I'll start in this session, the session that I'm here for.
హలో కానీ చేస్తాను
Yes, so very brief about myself. I'm Meghna Pandit, as the person who was holding the mic told you. I've got 28 years of experience, teaching experience as well as corporate experience. Out of which more than 15 years I've done a lot of trainings and workshops for entrepreneurship and startup. Okay, I've built the syllabus for startup management design thinking for my university where I come from. I come from Aurora University and I'm doing right now my PhD. And the topic of my PhD is building entrepreneurship ecosystem in higher education institutions. Am I audible to the last benches? Are the last benches paying attention to the class here or doing something of their own? Net is connected? WhatsApp connected in your laptops? Hope you're not doing anything else. Just 1 hour of your attention and we'll do. It's more of an interaction. I'm not going to teach you something that you already don't know. So I hear that you are from different institutions. Yeah. So that was a very brief about me. From the 15 years of entrepreneurship education, I've been associated with Bootcamp as a global jury member, as he read it out. As a part of the global jury, I am the mentor for many student startups. Okay. So I'm associated with Philippines, Indonesia, Dubai, Latin America, and South Africa, with some universities where student startups pitch their ideas and we mentor them. So not always you require only funding, you also require refinement of your business idea, right? So all of you from technical institutions, all of you, anyone from outside technology institution, you are from sports management. Wow, where are you doing sports management? Gujarat and Ahmedabad. What's the name of the institute? LJ University. Okay. My daughter is a professional badminton player, and after she stopped playing badminton, she did psychology and sports psychology from NIS, that is Patiala. Okay, so that's my association with entrepreneurship. I get very excited when students pitch their ideas and I can actually mentor them. There are a lot of students who started their startups. My success rate is around 54 as of now, where my students have started their ventures and doing successfully now. And in the past 1 year, we have 4 startups from my students who started, registered, and they have just teething problems, but they've started their ventures. So I'm here for the topic called as design to delight. Yeah. What exactly are we talking about when we're talking about design? Are we talking about the technology part of design? You all usability. Okay, I will tell you my experience with technology students. Okay, I teach management. I'm from management background. I teach management students, but I go for assessments with technology hackathons and all that stuff. The major gap that I see from technology-based students is they are very good with technology. They make a prototype, they make a app, they develop a website, everything's fine. But they fail to understand whether the customer really needs the product or not. Yeah? You design the product, you put it, and everything is fine. The technology part is absolutely fine, and I'm weak at technology, so I cannot actually comment. And everything looks very nice for me. Students are doing so much work, technology is advanced, but they fail to connect to the customer. Why do they fail to connect to the customer? Lack of research. The research to start a startup. To start a startup, the reasons for failure, can you all be a little more active when I ask you for the reasons? What are the various reasons why a startup failed? Many startups start and they fail, right? In the first 3 years they fail. What are the main reasons for startups to fail? There's no need in the market is very good answer. Anyone else? What are the reasons for the failure of startups in the first 3 years? Lack of interest among the founders. That's a very rare thing. I have a passion, and that's why I've started it. Lack of interest and chala takkuva. But otherwise, what are the other reasons why students, not students, people fail with startups? Communication with whom? Do the startup founders communicate with the customers? Okay. Anything else? What are the other reasons for startup to fail? Operations, lack of marketing, anything else? Team? Team issues. Team issues. When there was a study in Harvard University, the main reason for startups to fail was the breakup between the founders and co-founders. When you started like a college startup, you're very passionate about some topic and you started with your co-founder. And like regular split-ups and breakups, even the co-founders break up. And then the co-founders do not have so much of passion together to build that business. Another one reason could be finances. Because for a startup, usually you find out the reason as I have a business idea to start up app. So how you calculate the finances required, what is required for developing the app, maintenance of the app, our co-founders and founders' salaries and all that stuff. The main problem with technology-based people when they have to do a startup finances is they only calculate the money required to start a startup. But for a startup, you require 3 stages, money at 3 stages. One to start the startup, the second to run the startup, and the third is scale. Somebody said scale. Scale it to the next level. Okay. So for a startup to survive the first 3 years is you have to manage the finances also very well. Okay. You have to start the money. So if at all my startup requires 1 crore, it does not mean I need 1 crore to start my startup. It means that I require 40 lakhs for starting my organization. I require 30 to run it. I require another 30 to scale it. Okay? So that is how you have to calculate, and this calculation does not happen properly. For startups, we have a vision, we like the product, and it does not go forward. And somebody said there is a gap between the market and customers, and one major reason for the failure of any startup is you don't understand whether the customer needs your product and you just make it because you're passionate about it. Can you give examples where startups failed because people did not like it? Shall I give you an example? All of you take attention. I'm not giving you a technology or an app-based example, but I'm giving a very common example. The example is, all of you heard about Disneyland? Yeah? And where is it? In the US, and most of the Indians who go for a holiday or a big whatever to visit somebody with a big package, you visit Disneyland. It's a part of the international hi-fi thing for a theme park, amusement park. Okay, so Disneyland made a lot of money. In the US, it has made a lot of money. So they wanted to build a similar thing in other important tourist destinations. Okay, so when the management was talking about establishing another big amusement park, so can you tell me a tourist destination across the globe apart from US, Switzerland, any other tourist destination? For couple Paris, somebody said, okay, wow, you are in touch with. So the next best tourist destination was Paris. Most of the people, even we saw Kagana and all, including going alone for a honeymoon, yeah, to Paris. So Paris was a destination they thought they will have a amusement park. And you can you imagine establishment of an amusement park in Paris? How much it must have costed Disneyland with the kind of investment they do and the kind of rides and all they have? They invested millions and millions of dollars. Okay, it failed utterly. The amusement park, nobody went. People did not go inside the amusement park. Why? Why did it fail? Because Paris is known for Eiffel Tower and all that, and Paris is known for a very laid-back attitude. You don't have any rules and restrictions. Europe is a free country. You know, you have couples going around here and there, and there are a lot of rules and regulations for people to enter the amusement park. You cannot drink, you cannot take your whatever. There will be lots of rules and regulations. Paris people said we don't want so many rules and regulations. It's better for us to go near Eiffel Tower, click pictures, have a beer, and go back home. Nobody went to the amusement park. Millions and millions of dollars of Disneyland were wasted. The reason? It did not match with the culture of Paris. Same concept was introduced in Singapore. It's a super hit. People go to Singapore, you have a mini Disneyland, and it's a super hit. All the rides are amazing and everyone enjoys it. It's a super hit in Singapore. It matched the ethos and culture of Singapore, but it did not match Paris. So that is a major difference. So once such a big company could fail, the reason for failure, people did not need the product. When we are doing something, we are developing some product, but no one wants to buy it. What is the whole purpose of investing so much money? Yeah. I went for a hackathon and I was one of the evaluators. One of the students came up with an idea saying that she makes an app and it will detect snake bites. I am going somewhere, some snake comes and bites me. Will I go into the app and click a picture and get a response? No. First and foremost, I will see the snake, I will faint. Probably I might die of heart stroke also. So she made an app, she showed me how it works. But does it match? It doesn't. So the main purpose of design thinking, I will again now come back to what is design thinking. The main purpose of design thinking is you have to keep the customer or the consumer at the center. What the consumer wants, that you have to build. Not build what you like. You have to like what the consumer wants and then build it and then scale it accordingly. Am I making sense when I'm saying this? Yeah? So what is design thinking? Coming back to design thinking, we'll go with basics and then I will go with my slides. What is design thinking? The students, what do you understand by design thinking? Anyone can tell me. Just raise your hand and tell me, I can answer. What do you understand by design thinking? Have you heard this concept before, design thinking? Do you have startup management and entrepreneurship as a subject? Yeah. Do you have design thinking part? What do you understand by design thinking? It's okay, I can buy it, huh? New innovative ideas. Innovate is one part of design thinking in income. Design thinking. Anyone can tell me what you understand by design thinking in, if you're not building a prototype or building an app right now in the class, you can answer the question. What do you understand by design thinking? Creativity. Good answer, you gave an answer, I'm happy. Design thinking. Absolutely. It is keeping the user at the center and thinking what they want, ideate, think what they want, get it tested, If it does not work, retest it. Okay, so I will focus on design thinking. I'll give you a very simple example to understand what is design thinking. All of you paying attention, last benches? Design thinking. And then talk about a small common problem. You know that an entrepreneur is working on a problem and giving solution to the problem and trying to make money out of the solution. Yeah, right? That's what an entrepreneur does. Okay. So now we'll come to what is design thinking. How many of you go late to the college? Does anyone go late to the college? Yes. This is a very common problem. Is a problem identified late? Problem identified late going to the college? Okay. So the problem is late. Okay. Now, when we talk about design thinking, we will use this Japanese technique of 5 whys. Why am I going late to the college? He said bus comes late. Okay. Why are you taking the bus which comes late? Because he came late to the bus stop, right? Why did he come late to the bus stop? He woke up late. The why you came late to the bus stop is he woke up late. Why did he wake up late? He slept late, very good. All of you resonate with the under problem kada. You don't sleep at night, you sleep in the morning, right? So waking up in the morning is very difficult for you guys. Yes or no? Yeah. If you sleep at night, you can wake up. So one point the solution is why did he come late to college? Bus was late. He asked the second why he went late to the bus stop. Why did he go late to the bus stop? Because he woke up late. Why did he wake up late? Because he slept late. ఇప్పుడు మనకి ప్రాబ్లం అర్థమైందా ఎందుకు ప్రాబ్లం the entire root cause of the problem is this waking up late. Okay, and every day he's getting scolding from his teacher why he's late. ఏదో ఒక రీజన్ ఒక రోజు బస్ లేట్ ఒక రోజు ఇంకేదో లేట్ సంథింగ్ like that. Now what is design thinking? You go to the root cause of the problem. Okay, now as a student I go to the root cause of the problem. 5 whys చేసాను. The root cause ఏం తెలిసింది? You're sleeping late. So now I want to rectify the sleeping late problem. I am sleeping early in the morning at 3 o'clock. So I want to sleep at 10 o'clock so that I can wake up at 6 o'clock. Is that okay? Okay. So in order to sleep early, what should I do? I should keep my gadgets away from me 1 hour before I sleep. If I intend sleeping at 10 o'clock, I'll keep my gadgets away at 9 o'clock. I will keep the charging in my hall. I will sleep in my bed. Okay? So I kept. So I've identified the problem, sleeping late. I kept the phone away. What happens now? Now, Manish. Now Manish managed to sleep at 10 o'clock. Every day he's sleeping at 3 o'clock in the morning, so he's waking up at 8 o'clock. Now he sleeps at night, 10 o'clock, when he will wake up? Morning 6, by default he will wake up. Yeah? You don't need an alarm, you wake up. Because that's, as human, that's enough sleep. So he wakes up early. Because he wakes up early, what does he do? He asks, go sleep again. So, because he woke up early, what does he do? He asks his mom whether she wants some help. Bread, eggs. Ivanni edana kavala mommy breakfast ki ante mom be so happy. My son woke up early and he's trying to help me with breakfast. She says yes, get eggs and milk and also take the dog for a walk. Okay, she's assigning some work. He woke up early. He has taken the dog. He has taken bread and milk and given it to mom and got ready and went to the bus stop early. Now he's taken the early bus. He reached early to the college, right? Now this entire process of rethinking why you are late and rectifying this to suit your need is what is design thinking. Do you understand? Did I make sense when I said this? Okay, now the same thing can be done with a startup. Somebody who's started a business. Okay, I'll just run. I have a PowerPoint, but I'll just run it for the sake of it. It's not the major part of my business. So design to delight is you make a product keeping the customer in mind, get it tested. If there are some feedback issues, rewire it, rectify it, and come back with the product. Okay, that's what is design thinking. We'll go further. So the main objective of this workshop is to understand user-centric design. I will make a product keeping the customer in mind and solve the problem which the customer is facing. Okay? Then I will, what is UX? User experience. User experience. This is a very simple thing. I'm not a technology person. So I'm talking about the management kind of a thing. UX is user experience. You try and test it. You're making an app, you're getting it tested by your friends, you're taking their feedback, fine-tuning your app, and then putting it and launching it in the market. Okay? Then you will generate innovative ideas, you build a delightful and engaging solution. That's what design to delight is. Delight is whose delight? Customer's delight, and because the customer is happy and he's buying more product, you are happy. So it is a cumulative happiness that's coming out of building a system that helps the customer solve the problem. Okay? We'll go further. I'll show you a small video after this. Why does design matter? I think my PPT very simple, hoping that I have the attention of the backbenchers also, but I think the backbenchers are building a prototype. If you finish building the prototype, you can show it to me. I will give my opinion, not expert opinion, but opinion. Yeah, somebody is taking a screenshot of their laptop. What exactly are you doing? Don't tell me you're doing this. I didn't give you any task to do. Okay, fine. So why design matters? Design matters because users use some product if it is simple to use. What are the apps that you very frequently use on your mobile? WhatsApp. WhatsApp you are using, your parents are using, your grandparents are also using because it's a very simple app. Very simple app. It does not charge anything and you can forward messages, you can attach attachments, you can show pictures, good morning messages, AI mode has also come now. So it's a very simple to use app. That is why it became so much successful, right? Then the next app that you use, apart from social media, can you tell me the other apps of usability that you use in your phone? ChatGPT is again for ChatGPT is again. Next, any other app that you use very frequently on your mobile?
Tinder.
Apart from social media, yeah, Instagram even I use. How many followers do you have? 400?
Tinder.
Anyone above 500 in this batch? 500, above 500 on Instagram. Above 500 in Instagram? About 600? About 700? About 800? Are you all Instagram users? Am I talking to Instagram users? About 900? About 1000? 1200? 13, 14, 15? 15? Okay, even I belong to that category. Who is that boy who has 15? Who is that guy who has 15? Oh my god. Claps for him. Okay. The reason why you are having 1500 followers, what's your name, sweetheart?
Akesh.
Usually girls have it who do nice reading. Why do you have so much followers? Chala famous Nani college. Which college are you from? CMR Engineering College. Wow. Followers 1500 ఎలా వచ్చేదన్న? ఏం చేస్తే 1500 వచ్చేది? ఏం చేయకపోతే వచ్చేది? Content. What is the kind of content that you create? Let us hear. Don't keep clicking. What kind of content do you do on Instagram? కొంచెం గట్టిగా చెప్తావా? Edits. Oh, okay, wow. Okay. You don't make reels? You make reels also. You do it for the college? You do it for the college also? Outside people also, you charge some money? Wow. Good. Good. Give a round of applause to both of them. So I thought you would tell me some user app. I was thinking someone will come up with Rapido or something like that. Anyone has Rapido on you? You use Rapido? Yeah. LinkedIn. Oh, nice. He's a very genuine boy. What's your name? Advait. E-commerce. In e-commerce, what do you use? Amazon, Flipkart, very simple to use. Meesho for budget-friendly products. Yeah? Okay. Then I would come to Spotify. Spotify is the best example for user-friendly app. So for music lovers, there are so many apps, but Spotify has simplified the app experience of music listeners. Yes or no? Do you all agree? So I have an example actually. I put it in the slide because music lovers, it's easy to navigate through Spotify. Yeah, you like Durandar songs, you like only 2 or 3 songs of it. They will come when you're driving and you're doing it. It's very simple to navigate and go through. So any app should catch the attention of the customers. They will do that only if it is very simple to navigate. You understand that? Yeah? So that's the whole reason. That's why design matters. Why user experience is so important. Once you go to the app and you got stuck and it is asking for payments or it is coming, so many ads are coming, unnecessary ads, you get so irritated you don't go to that app again. Yeah? You play some games and there's so many ads coming up, you stop playing that game. Yeah? So that is a bad user experience, and users, because you have so many options available, you go to the next best option available. So users are very, very volatile. You're building an app with so much of passion, but users will just pull it away if it does not match their thought process, and if they feel irritated and if they feel that it is not simple to navigate. So user experience is very important. UX is user experience here. Nothing very technical about it. So if the usability, accessibility, and the performance of the app is not very good, people usually reject it. Okay? I will have a small exercise for you to do. Are you willing to do it? Or you're all feeling hungry? Did you eat something in the break? Oh, very good. No, you didn't? Okay. On another platform, we could actually go together and have something. What is ergonomics? Very simple term, though the term is very big and it sounds very different. But ergonomics is the comfort zone of a student. Like that image shows, it is the safety and the efficiency and the human comfort. There are a lot of gadgets that are chairs that are very good to hang out with. There are some garden chairs which are very uncomfortable. You have a nice jhula. It's a very nice shaped one. You sit in that for 1 hour and you get a stiff neck. Meaning it is not comfortable to sit for more than 1 hour. Yeah, it is not efficient. Anyone has bean bags at home? Yeah. Why do people, your generation, prefer bean bags? Once you sit in the bean bag, you don't need to get up. You can't get up. You're so comfortable. You're so comfortable, you're over comfortable, you don't want to get up even if you're hungry. Because you're inside the bean bag, very comfortable. Laptops. Google allows the employees to sit in bean bags and work because you're very comfortable, you work efficiently. Yeah? At the end of the day, the customer must be happy with the product that you are selling. Ergonomics is about the customer comfort and happiness he derives from using the product. Am I making sense? So I'll show you a very small video of what exactly is design thinking and then go ahead. So audio video is connected.
Audio
YouTube video pages they also.
Audio ఇక్కడ పెట్టాలి.
audio.
ల్యాప్టాప్ తీసుకున్న ఆడియో.
ఇంకేమైనా కనెక్షన్స్ చేయాలి. డైరెక్ట్ వీడియో పేజెస్.
మేము ఆడియో రాదు మేడం.
ఆడియో కావాలంటే ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకోవాలి.
ఎక్కడ పెట్టుకోవాలి?
ఇదంటే ఈ టేబుల్ అది సరిపోతుంది.
మరి ఇది కనెక్టెడ్ అప్ డౌన్ ఉంటుందా?
వస్తుంది. వైర్ వస్తుంది. వైర్ పడతారా? మొత్తం లేదు సార్. బాయ్. మొత్తం లేదు. వైర్ ల్యాప్టాప్ పడుతుంది.
After watching this video, if you are sitting in groups, the colleges that have come from outside CMR or CMR also, if you're sitting in groups, just think of an idea and try to develop based on the process that we take. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps.
ల్యాప్టాప్ తీసుకురావాలి.
And if you can explain it, it will be very nice. Because it's a workshop, I want the participants to participate. It's a very small 2.5 minute video. So
Exit no? Exit. There.
turn off the light. Everyone kindly pay attention. This is the entire process of what is design thinking. You will all do this ideating process now if you're sitting in your team or group.
Sound increase.
Design thinking is a five-step.
So I'll just give you the backdrop of this video. Usually, startup founders or entrepreneurs are the ones who spot problems and they try to give a solution to that problem. If they are able to make money out of it, very good, right? So this one girl who has a anyone has grandparents at home? How old are your grandparents? About 60, 70. So this girl who is a startup founder, she has a grandfather at home who finds it very difficult to walk the steps. Okay, at some age you have these knee problems and all that stuff. So she is noticing that he's finding it very difficult to take the stairs and all that. And then she discusses with her friends. Okay, and they say that even my grandmother has this problem. And then she tries to take feedback from so many other grandkids that their grandparents are having problems in walking. She's identified this problem where older generation people are finding it difficult to walk. Now she wants to find a solution for this mobility of grandparents. Do you understand? Making sense? Now hopefully you're able to see this.
Sound volume.
Kindly follow the subtitles and we try to rectify it. Yeah. Put it from the beginning and put the Please pay attention. Just see the steps. If you have a notepad, write down and then you will be working on it. Okay? Yeah.
Design thinking is a five-step process to come up with meaningful ideas that solve real problems for a particular group of people. The process is taught in top design and business schools around the world. It has brought many businesses lots of happy customers and helped entrepreneurs from all around the world to solve problems with
meanwhile, if we have student entrepreneurs here in the audience, my LinkedIn profile is Meghna Pandit. You can reach out to me if at all you're getting stuck in your presentation or you are presenting your idea in a hackathon and you want any.
Of having customers
Let me finish this first.
and helped entrepreneurs from all around the world to solve problems with having customers and helped entrepreneurs from all around the world to solve problems with
Hello. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi problem.
Aruba demo.
design thinking is a five-step process to come up with meaningful ideas that solve real problems for a particular group of people. The process is taught in top design and business schools around the world. It has brought many businesses lots of happy customers and helped entrepreneurs from all around the world to solve problems with
Aruba కనెక్ట్ చేసినావా?
నా ల్యాప్టాప్ కనెక్ట్ చేసిన
నాకు ఆన్ చేస్తున్నాను.
పాస్వర్డ్ లేకుండా కొట్టు.
ఐఫోన్ 2. సీరియస్లీ
అది ఇంటర్నెట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఐఫోన్ ఏంటి
ఐఫోన్ 2
స్మాల్ కదా
అన్ని స్మాల్ HOC KEY
HOC
KEY.
of having customers and helped entrepreneurs from all around the world to solve problems with innovative new solutions. Step 1. Empathize. The purpose of step 1 is to conduct interviews that give you an idea about what people really care about. We need to empathize with their situation. For example, if you want to help old people, you might find that they want to keep the ability to walk around. In your conversations, they might share with you different ways they can do that. Later into the interview, you'll want to dig a little deeper, look for personal stories or situations where things became difficult. Ideally, you redo the process with many people with the same problem. Step 2. Define the problem. Looking at the interviews, you can now understand the actual needs that people are trying to fulfill with certain activities. One way to do that is to underline the verbs or activities that the people mentioned when talking about their problems, like going for a walk, meeting old friends for tea, or simply going grocery shopping around the corner store. You might realize it's not so much about going out, but more about staying in touch. After your analysis, formulate a problem statement. Some elderly are afraid to be lonely. They want to stay connected. Step 3. Ideate. Now focus only on the problem statement and come up with ideas that solve the problem. The point is not to get a perfect idea, but rather to come up with many ideas, like unique virtual reality experiences, senior-friendly hoverboards, or a modified pushcart. Whatever it is, sketch up your best ideas and show them to the people you are trying to help, so you can get their feedback. Step 4. Prototype. Now take a moment to reflect on what you have learned from your conversations about the different ideas. Ask yourself, how does your idea fit in the context of people's actual lives? Your solution could be a combination of a new idea and what is already being used. Then connect the dots, sketch up your final solution, and go build a real prototype that's just good enough to be tested. Step 5. Test. Now test your prototype with actual users. Don't defend your idea in case people don't like it. The point is to learn what works and what didn't. So any feedback is great. Then go back to ideation or prototyping and apply your learning. Repeat the process until you have a prototype that works and solves the real problem. Now you are ready to change the world or open shop. To experience design thinking firsthand, do the free virtual design thinking crash course from Stanford's D School right now.
So here, according to this, what are the steps? First one, empathize. What do you mean by empathize? Empathize is, there's a difference between the word sympathy and empathy. Can anyone tell me the difference between sympathy and empathy? What is sympathy? You feel bad for somebody. You are going in a car and you see that someone is not able to walk. So you feel sympathy. You go in your car and that boy is left. What is empathy? Trying to understand the other person's pain and thinking from their point of view. Okay? Thinking from their shoes. And then you empathize. And this empathy word and empathize is very important part of an entrepreneur. He needs to empathize with the customer in order to understand what the customer's needs are and accordingly design the product. Am I making sense? So when you empathize, because that girl empathized with her grandmother and she realized that she has a problem of walking, then she thought she should be giving a solution to this. Then you empathize, then she went and took feedback from various other old people that what is exactly the problem that they're facing. Okay? And some of them are not able to take the stairs and people are not able to walk. What are these solutions? Then you come and think, you have identified a problem, sit and think, what could be the solution? Any problem has one solution? It has multiple solutions. So you come up with all the possible solutions. Now think which solution works best. You will build a prototype. You will build a prototype. So now you have, based on your feedback that you've taken from people, you build a prototype. The prototype build చేసే మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ చాలా బాగుంది అన్నాడు సరిపోతుందా? You have to take it to the real-time customer. Okay, so now you're getting your product tested. So with the people whom I take the feedback from, that they have problem with walking, I share my prototype with those people. And what do I do as an entrepreneur? I see whether it is helping them because I empathize with them, right? I will see if my product is working, they are using it, and they are happy about it. Now, one grandfather is not able to walk. I gave him a walking stick with wheels in it. Now he's walking very fast, but he does not have any control. He'll fall. So there is my problem in my prototype that it has wheels. It is making him walk fast, but he has no control. So what is the feedback I have got? That I should be able to break or something. It should be in my control. Okay? So my feedback is most important, not my feedback, the customer feedback is important. And then I will get this product tested by the number of customers who face the same problem. All the feedback I will write down, come back to my room where I have built the prototype and my founders, co-founders. Together we will try to answer all the problems that we saw the customers face when they were using my product. Now we will try to answer all that and then again rebuild a prototype, fine-tune the prototype and take it to the same customers. Now they say, yeah, it is better than the previous one, I'm able to control. And then I have small breaks. If I have some assistance, there's a small bell. I can call for assistance. This is good. So I take the feedback, now it is good. Then, am I doing charity when I'm an entrepreneur? No. I'm not doing charity. I have built a prototype thinking, keeping in mind the customer, but I want money because I've spent a lot of time and other things. Now, you will take the feedback as to how much they are willing to pay for this. Are the grandparents paying for the product that they buy? They are the consumers, but the customers are who are paying? Children or grandchildren, right? Probably the children only, grandchildren are still studying, right? Okay. So the focus on the customer. How much a customer is willing to pay for his father to move easily. Then you will come up with a pricing of your product and think as to how many products you need to sell in order to get back your initial investment. That is thinking like an entrepreneur. You have empathized with the customer, you've done your basics right, you've built a prototype, you have taken the feedback, and you are doing accordingly. Right? So this is the entire process of design thinking, redesigning the product, and making it suitable for the customer. I need my laptop here. అది ఉంచేసే అది ఉంచే ల్యాప్టాప్ So we also learned what is design thinking. We also learned what is economics. After a couple of minutes, you will start doing your work. User experience plus economics means you are very happy using the product, you are in your comfort zone, and you will revisit and keep buying that product. So that is economics is happy comfort zone of the customer. He is happy using your product. You all have smiles when you have your streaks on Snapchat. Yeah? All of you are smiling. You're traveling, most of you are smiling. When you see what your friends are doing, I don't know why you're so curious about everybody what they're doing. Whatever, if your streak is going undisturbed for so many days, you're very happy. So you're in that zone of economics where you're a happy customer of Snapchat. Making sense? Yeah? So that's what this is all about. This common mistakes. So this is what we saw in the video. What exactly design thinking is. First phase is empathize. Second one is define what the problem is. Third one is ideate. What are the various solutions? And stick. Another few minutes I want to do. And next you have to work and I have to see what you're working on. Then come up with what is the best possible solution for that particular problem. Make a prototype, test it, come back if there are any problems, and do the same thing again. Okay, so that's what is design. This is the most important slide of the entire presentation. These are some of the examples of apps, wearables, and smart packaging, which have design thinking plus ergonomics in it. Your activity starts here. Design a product solving a daily problem. Focus on user experience and ergonomics. If you are sitting in teams, think about a small, regular problem, daily problem. Bacha, you're very busy. And design a product solving a daily problem. All of you, if you're sitting in teams, you can sit and discuss. You can discuss. Have any doubt, you can ask me, I'm here. Any simple day-to-day problem, use design thinking and ergonomics and come up. You're not building a prototype. You're just talking about the problem and idea. That's it. Did you understand what you're supposed to do? Anyone? Okay. It's a very simple activity, but it requires your attention. Ideate. Design a product which solves a daily problem. Keep in mind the user experience and ergonomics. ఉట్టి ప్రాబ్లం ఐడెంటిఫికేషన్ చేస్తే చాలు, ప్రోటోటైప్ యూ నీడ్ నాట్ మేక్, జస్ట్ నీడ్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్. Don't ask ChatGPT for problems, your daily problems that you face, and you come up with a solution. How do you use it? Or you have a team which is very competitive, they're ready with their idea and ready to explain. I'll give you 2 more minutes for some other teams also to be ready. Any team can just raise your hand if you're ready to explain what your problem and your user experience is. The backbenchers sleeping, catching up on the beauty sleep, or you're doing something. Ideate, please. You can go back and sleep in the morning. You need to sleep in the mornings early, no? Right? Rather is meant for exploring. Ah. We will start with some student problems. One team, two teams have identified the problem. The others are doing something. Asking ChatGPT, what are you doing? ChatGPT doesn't know what your problems are. You know what your problems are, right? But of course, with your chat history, it also knows what your problems are. But we are coming to him for his problem and he's telling how he's solving it.
Hello everyone, my name is Arjun, and coming to our problem statement, which we want to talk about now. A major problem I think everyone faces in their daily life, especially teachers in colleges, is attendance tracking. So at least in lots of colleges that I know, the UI and UX of the attendance tracking is old and unreliable, and it is very hard for the teachers to actually use their software. That's why they take 5 to 6 minutes in every class to upload the attendance. And it is unbelievable that till date people are using registers and papers to track the attendance, save it in WhatsApp and then go home and then upload the attendance. Due to which a lot of students are also having an issue checking their attendance. We don't know when it will be updated. So it might take 2-3 days to update a class's attendance that was like 2-3 days back. So it is a big issue for students as well as teachers. So coming to the idea part, simple UI UX design for the teachers. The interface should be very simple. The attendance should be done on the app itself, and you can just toggle for every student. If there are more students absent, you can just toggle it off where it mark everyone absent, and you can manually click the students' names who are there. And for the students part, to make it even simpler, come to the ergonomics part of view. To make it even simpler, we can add another small thing we just thought of and we're still working on it. Is that the students themselves can actually answer, mark their attendance, not how you think it is. You can just using dynamic QR and facial recognition. The students themselves can actually answer the attendance in the class itself. Since it's a dynamic QR, you won't be able to share it outside the class within the time frame, and you keep on changing. So if you send a WhatsApp image of the QR to your friend, by the time they open it, the QR will change. And the facial recognition is important to know that you are the person attending the class. And yeah, I think I covered it. Sorry. So basically.
So nice, right? For the students, you can mark your own attendance and you don't have attendance problem. problem absolutely, right? And usually it is the faculty who does marks you absent. So if your students are marking themselves present, they will always be present. Okay. Okay, I get it. Very simple. Next. Anyone else? Someone else? You said you are ready with it.
So the main problem is, I have a question for you. How many of you stay attentive and focused throughout the day in our classes? No. No one, right? Yes. It is the major problem faced by our students. And yes, sometimes we feel very motivated. We thought I'll stay attentive and focused throughout the day. But after first 1 or 2 periods, we lose our focus. So as students, we are able to focus and stay attentive on our classes throughout the day. So we will stay focused for first 1 to 2 hours. Gradually it will
Hours?
increase.
1 to 2 minutes. Hours enough. How now?
Gradually it will decrease our attention levels. And especially teachers will be able to feel the handling of last hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel the handling difficult from now. The last lectures are about 1 2 hours in great task. It is 1 hour. 1 hour.
Ma'am, one long time on a long break. 30 minutes of serious class and 10 minutes of serious break.
Yes, so some are very good students, they stay attentive for 1 to 2 hours.
No, it's not about being good. Some people, depending on what their need is, some people want to be good in front of the teacher. They have practiced the idea of sleeping with their eyes open and sitting right in the front. Some people want to score well, they're attentive. Others are chanting with the hair. That's it.
Especially after lunch break, some are feeling sleepy, some are using mobile phones, some are doing other things. So, mostly I talk. So, my solution, yeah, according to me, my solution is it is better to implement some fun activities in between the classes. So, students will feel engaged like this.
So the activity that I introduced, what about first benches are doing, the last benches are not doing, what about it? Who is buying it?
Start from the
Okay, anyone else? Are you coming up with your idea? Did you discuss some idea? Yes, you also have one. I'm coming next time, coming to you.
We are thinking of, as we now have smart buses, but we lack of, we have a facility, don't have the right facility for bus stops. So bus stops. So it's not very visible. So we were thinking of smart bus stops where we can have an AI generated screen or AI generated board at the bus stops itself, so that it helps the travelers to understand the routes from the bus stop itself, which routes they provide to the destination they want to go. My name is Luba Dilani. Luba Dilani.
Good one. I like it. I like the idea. I don't know who is going to be your customer. So when you're building a product or a startup, it's very easy to get normal customers, B2C. If at least 10 customers buy my product, I've done break even. So it's easy to crack customers. To crack government, it is very, very difficult. But once you crack it, they are your permanent customers. So now if it is successful in Telangana, and in Telangana if you have those smart bus stops, then Andhra Pradesh will want to do something. Why? Telangana has very smart bus stops, and they will come back to who is built that smart bus stops and come back to. So cracking is difficult, but to go ahead is easier. I like your idea somehow. If you're working on the prototype, it's good. Anyone else? I saw one word there. Can some volunteer pass the mic to them? That too? You already have it. Yeah. No, I want it.
Yeah, myself Akash. I wanna share you one thing. Maybe it seems a bit crazy, But as a student, I faced this many times, and many of us during peak situations of the exam or most of the days, we forget our charges, ID cards, and etc. while traveling or going to the college. I face this issue, and many of my friends face this issue. For this problem and all, to carry all the important things, we just want to come up with a solution that smart context-aware AI system, where whenever you are stepping out of your hostel or college or house, it will remind that you will carry a charger or you want to carry an ID card and all this stuff, right? So you have to carry that. If you don't carry that, watchman will throw you out of the college, something like that. So it will give you a quick reminder in a voice note such that you could carry all the ID cards, charges, and all. During the peak time of the examinations, you will carry all your assignments and the records, etc. Because we go to many hackathons in a year. Actually, in this semester, I went only 3 days to the college. I did this issue many times, so it will be useful for all the students.
How many of the students here want to have an app which reminds you of what all you've forgotten while you're going to college? ID card, charger. You have your future customers here. Yeah? Good one. Good one, Akash. Akash? Yeah. Good one, Akash. Anyone else who's come up with a problem and solution? Now here I see the attention levels of students. When one bench, then I know that I was able to reach them. Anyone else who came up with a problem and solution? Just a problem and solution, very quick. ChatGPT must have told you by now. Yeah, anyone? Anyone else? The last benches are you. That group of benches. Yes, sweethearts. చాలా బిజీగా చేస్తారు, ప్రోటోటైప్ చూపించేస్తారేమో అనుకుంటున్నాను. ఏంటన్నా ప్రోటోటైప్ మీద వర్క్ చేసేసేలా చూపించేస్తారా మాకు? కొంచెం ప్రాబ్లం ఇంకా సొల్యూషన్ గురించి చెప్తే చాలు. ప్రోటోటైప్ ఒక్కటే. So when you are doing this exercise, a small exercise, these are the 4 things that you have to keep in mind. The problem, who is going to be the user, what is your solution, and what are the features of your app or the solution that you give. So they gave about the smart bus stops, you gave about, you also, Akash said about the prompt. So those are the features. So this is what you are supposed to do. Yes, last bench, coming up with the problem and idea. Yes, please. Anyone else also, please feel free. I'm not charging any money for you to give me the idea. I'm not buying the rights for it, patent for it. I'm building my own business. So apart from my teaching and consulting thing, I've started just, if you are interested, I've just started my own business. I'm into biomass briquettes. It's a manufacturing unit of making biomass briquettes, which is a replacement for coal. It is made from agricultural waste, that is grass, corn inside one, peanut shells and all that. I get a lot of subsidy from the government. I've registered my firm in Startup India. So it is called S. Bundy Renewables Energy Private Limited. Me and my daughter we've started. So we are taking up under our scheme of Startup India. If a woman entrepreneur, first time women entrepreneur is starting a business, she can be taking loan up to how many crores? Did you see the budget last time? 10 crores. So my business is not of 10 crores, but we are pitching our idea for 3.5 crores because we own it, me and my daughter. My daughter is a first time entrepreneur. So on her name, we're starting this business and we've already got a loan of 50 lakhs for taking the lease and other things. We're starting the business. I'll show you about it in the yesterday. Yes, the last page, problem solution. Eppudu mic and untundi. Cheptunarama? Or you can take this mic if you want.
Actually, we're doing it right now. Once it is finalized, I'll let you know.
prototype as of now. Just tell me the problem that you've identified and if you can explain the solution to us. That's it. Nana, you got mic, please. But can you pass from three first? Pass from.
Actually, ma'am, we are working on a skill development startup because India follows our traditional education system. So we are working on AI courses like skills, which are very crucial for students like grade 1 to 10. So we did a research and development. Then we found that there are various skills that schools doesn't provide their kids or students. So we are working on that only, like financial management skills, or it is a entrepreneurship development as well we teach, and emotional intelligence, AI literacy, digital well-being. So these are the courses we are working on.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So I'm coming to the last leg of my session. Pass the mic back. So I have. Yes, I have the mic. So this is the basic framework for what this exercise is all about. You have to identify the problem, think about the solution, and do this. So how is the evaluation done? I think it's very light for you to see. Whether the product that you're building is user-centric. Now he talked about skill development among students. Do students actually lack skill development? We have to find out whether students really need that product. Then she talked about smart bus stops. Whether the people waiting for the buses need a smart bus stop, whether the customers need it, it should be user-centric. It should be innovative. I found it innovative. I found even that someone who is reminding a voice note, Akash, innovative, creative, nice. I am forgetting my charger, so that it is giving a prompt that I have forgotten my charger. ID card, very commonly students forget their ID card, or they feel ashamed of wearing the ID card because it is not very glamorous, okay? Yeah? Next is comfortable. Why we are talking about the user comfort? Because we are talking about ergonomics and the comfort zone of the user who is using the product. If my tag is not very comfortable, I don't use it. So the tag should be very soft, satin material or whatever. Okay? And then whether it is practical. Now some phones are very heavy. There's so much of research and development that happens in phones. Why does Apple come up with so many versions of Apple, right? iPhones. Every time they come up with some user-friendly and nice, it is not slippery, it's wider screen, it's lighter, everything that your customer wants. And it is very practical for you to use. Apple phone we don't want to buy it. So they do a lot of research what the customer wants to make it very practical. So these are the 4 steps which are required for you to build and develop a prototype that is user-friendly. Last benches, just bear me for another 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, you've done the presentations. So, basically what did we discuss today? We discussed as to what is design thinking, what are the steps involved in design thinking, how to identify a problem. Problems are usually around us, we just don't take them seriously. Then once you identify the problem, come up with various solutions and ideate and come up with a solution which is most suited and which people will pay money for. Most important in any business is you must generate revenue, right? So that's most important. The small changes and big impact. If at all you're fine-tuning your product, if at all you want to build a smart bus stop, find out customer feedback. What are the additional features they would want? Build and incorporate on that. And from the government point of view, what are they looking for? If the budget is restricted, try to make a product which is budget friendly. Okay? So that is what is the entire concept of design thinking and keeping ergonomics in mind and keeping a customer friendly. So that's all in my presentation. This is what it is. Hope you understood and have some takeaways from it. Yeah. Thanks. And for this design thinking and understanding design thinking in 5 whys. Have you anyone heard about this 5 whys before? All of you understand Telugu? Some of you are non-Telugu, I can understand. But I have this example in Telugu only. So I just use Telugu, and because most of the Telugu speaking people should have known and heard about this. I'm sorry for the non-Telugu speaking people. But this 5 whys, they say this concept of 5 whys that come from Japan. Japan has given the world so many good things, management, lessons. So you see even in your reels, you get so many Japanese lessons, right? So one such lesson is Kaizen. Have you heard about Kaizen? No, yes. Kaizen is a Japanese method of learning something. Something cannot happen overnight. Someone who is coming late to the college, overnight one day he keeps his phone apart, he will not come regularly early, right? It's a habit. So you do a small activity, all of you raise your hands, both your hands. Can the entire class hear me? I'll be louder if you don't do this. You raise your hands. Can you raise it higher? Straighter? Straighter? That's straighter if you can. The last bit straight, not horizontal. Straight, vertical. Yeah. Thank you. What is this? This is one simple exercise of implementing Kaizen. When I said raise your hands, you raised your hands. It was good prompt. Prompt was raise your hands. Then I said raise it properly, you raised it properly. Then I said straighter, you made straighter. Did you raise straight when I said first raise your hands? You did not. The general alvat prakaram you raised yourself. So Kaizen is a method where you are improving gradually. I am giving you more prompt and trying to push you, and you are slowly and steadily giving me a skill. So Japan has given us this technique that overnight nothing will happen. Over a time and over practice of certain things, it will happen eventually. Okay, now this 5 whys technique also Japanese have given us. But I just want to tell you before I end my session that actually Telugu people already knew this 5 whys. And you will tell me, and you will go back and explain to me how we know Telugu people know this 5 whys technique. There is a folklore which says fisherman వేటకెళ్ళాడు 7 fishes తెచ్చాడు ఎవరైనా విన్నారా? తెచ్చారా? Okay, good. Now that's my 5 whys. So one fisherman went for fishing, he got 7 fishes. He dried all the 7 fishes. One fish did not dry. Why did the fish not dry? 7 fishes the fisherman got, and he's drying the 7 fishes. Why did the one fish not dry? Cut the attention. There was a grass which stopped sunlight to come on that particular fish. So 6 fishes dried and 1 fish remained. The reason that fish did not dry, the grass was. Why the grass was there? ఎందుకు నాన్న? ఆవు తినలేదు. The cow did not eat that grass that day. Why did the cow not come in that area to eat the grass? The milkman did not take the cow for grazing. Why did the milkman not take the cow for grazing? His child is crying. I am explaining it for you because the rest of you know the Telugu. So the child is crying, that's why he did not take the cow for grazing, and because he did not take the cow for grazing, the grass is there and that particular fish did not dry. Why is the child crying? Because an ant bit him. Cheema kachindi. Ant bit him. The child is crying because the ant bit him. Why did the ant bite the child? Then the answer to why the child is crying and why the ant bit the child's hand is, the ant says, मेरे बिल में हाथ डालोगे तो मैं काटूंगा नहीं, That's what happened. So this is the entire story of 5 whys. Why did the fish not dry? Because the ant was very aggressive and bit the child. This is the 5 whys. We all know it, Telugu people know it much before the Japanese came up with this process. So we all actually know what is design thinking. We all actually know what is economics. But we just wait for someone to tell it in that format for us to understand. Right? That's the end of my session. Thank you everyone for being patient listeners. So I'll just give you my LinkedIn profile. This is my now connected. That's my LinkedIn profile. It's Meghna Bundy. You can actually, if at all you're getting stuck in your presentation or hackathons anywhere, you can get connected to me. I'll respond to anyone, not immediately. If not immediately, I'll respond a little later. So this is my LinkedIn profile. You can send me if you have a very good idea and you're getting stuck somewhere in presentation. Okay. So I do a lot of mentoring. I will not charge you. If at all your product is successful, I might just take it down. Okay. I'm just kidding. You can get in touch with me on LinkedIn. Meghna Bundy, the spelling is Meghna. So you can get started. Thank you everyone.
Yes, students. Hope you have enjoyed the session and it was interactive and very useful. Okay. So now it is the time to felicitate our madam. Okay. So we will do that. I invite Abhima Reddy sir to felicitate the madam. Thank you. Yes, all the students who did not complete the feedback form, please fill it. Only then I send to the last. Day 1, day 2, day 3 feedback form must be completed. Everyone, did you finish? And day 4, you need to do end of the day, last session. Now lunch break. Okay, we gather.